Here at Abrigo, we know that financial institutions lose valuable time searching through scattered documents, policies, emails, and outdated files. The result is inefficient, inconsistent answers and longer training cycles. So we've developed a product called Ask Abrigo that gives instant answers with zero manual digging. It's an AI-powered knowledge assistant specifically built for financial institutions that gives you secure access to your institution's internal data and knowledge, quickly summarizes information and generates additional content, and has tailored responses for roles, departments, and tasks. If you've ever used an AI search tool before, this page should look pretty familiar. We have the ability to ask a question, engage with certain prompts, start a new chat, and view our recent chat history over here in the left-hand panel. In addition to that, we have the ability to upload documents directly for your financial institution. So let's try it out. I'm going to go ahead here and upload a document. And I'm going to pretend here for a moment that I am a credit analyst and I just went ahead and did some spreading and I want to engage with this document and ask a question. So for today's purposes, we're going to have the AI tool write a financial analysis for this borrower to determine creditworthiness and cash flow for the person, business, and global. And we've given it some additional context of things that we wanted to include. When we go ahead and hit the search button, the AI tool is going to read that entire document and then give us its thoughts. As you can see here in real time, we can see the AI tool giving us an executive summary, personal guarantor analysis, business entity analysis, etc. For the next example, we're going to do a web search. So I'm going to go ahead and post a question in here to ask it a fair current market value of a 2021 Caterpillar excavator with projected depreciation trends and also any legislation that might be affecting finance companies in the state we're in. So as you can see, Ask Abrigo delivers instant, accurate answers from your institution's internal systems and documentation using AI-powered search built on a secure model.
Thank you to Abrigo for that great demo. I'm Craig Driver with the ABA Partner Network. I'm joined by Nolan Gescher from Abrigo to share a bit more context for our bankers. Nolan, could you please share with our audience what key pain points your solution helps banks solve for?
Yep, sure, Craig, happy to. So Ask Abrigo, what it really does at its core is to surface institutional knowledge and data, right? And banks have so much data and knowledge that live in silos within the institution. So making it accessible across the institution is a big challenge that Ask Abrigo helps our clients to overcome. So Ask Abrigo is or was wholly developed, or is a wholly developed, we'll call it knowledge assistant, right? That is designed very specifically for banks. And what we did was we took our deep understanding and banking expertise, because we work with 2,400 financial institutions, and we leveraged that expertise so that Ask Abrigo can understand kind of the nuanced language of banking, right? So it is purpose built for banks. And the real underlying value of Ask Abrigo versus, say, your traditional tools like say Copilot or ChatGPT is that Ask Abrigo is now embedded in the Abrigo LOS, and further down the road are other solutions as well. Right. And as well as Connect, which is kind of our data visualization solution, right? And so because it's embedded in those kind of foundational Abrigo solutions, it has Ask Abrigo, that is, has access to all of the underlying data that resides in those tools. So maybe the way to think of it is as ChatGPT sitting on your bank's core, but it's not just there to answer questions, right? It's also connected to the Abrigo API, so it can actually do things for you. And I'll give a quick example. Imagine that you're a lender and you're going to visit a customer, and before you go on the visit, you pull up via Ask Abrigo the financial information, exposure, open document requests, and so on of the bank that you're going to visit. Excuse me, of the borrower that you're going to visit, and then having that information and going into the meeting very, very prepared. Then once the meeting concludes, using Ask Abrigo to essentially record that that meeting went well, that maybe they need an equipment loan for, I don't know, say $150,000, and asking Ask Abrigo to open an opportunity for you, right, to begin to start that application. So it's more than just kind of a chat tool where you're asking questions, but it also is also doing tasks for you, right, to make you more efficient, more scalable.
Great, thank you. That was Nolan Gescher from Abrigo. Thank you again for the demo and for being part of the ABA Partner Network Virtual Game Changers.